Good afternoon again, Team TFT, and welcome back to another daily market outlook video. Yesterday's price action moved around a fair bit and got some pretty good moves there. So let me know down in the comments if any of you guys were able to take a few pips off the market yesterday. So basically the DXY, we're looking for a possible, if we look down here at the 15-minute, we can see here yesterday we had this range drawn out. We're waiting for a break either way. And obviously the market gave us that break, came back down, retested in that area, and then pushed away nicely. So that was obviously the one of the areas that we were looking to trade. So worked out quite nicely on the analysis. Oh, sorry, before we go too far, better have a look at the economic calendar. So we have a bit of red news today on the USD at the start of the London session. So, start of the New York session. We got CPI numbers coming out. So they will give us a bit of volatility in the market. So, if you're going to take your trades today, I would suggest probably sticking to the London session if that's where you want to trade. Or minimize the risk around the New York session. So yeah, now looking up into today's price action. So back to the 4-hour here, we can see we had this area here drawn out on the 4-hour as our previous high. We've come up, we've just wicked above it, and obviously starting to pull back now. So for me, not quite strong enough break to say it's actually a break of structure. It could actually just be a liquidity grab. A little bit of a run of the highs before continuing more bearish. If we do look left, we are sort of stuck here still in this consolidated zone here. We never quite broke it. So I would like to see now start to push further down, break this area, and come to start to feel a bit of this imbalanced price action over here to the left. So for me, I would love to see a continuation bearish here on the Dixie. So we can see here we've had a big gap in the market when the market's open this morning. We've sort of come down a little bit, worked our way back up, closed out that gap. We haven't fully closed that gap out yet. So we could actually be looking towards coming up, possibly sweeping our Asian highs, filling the rest of that gap out, and then continuing bearish. So basically on the Dixie here, there's a couple of different areas we could be looking for to trade around once the Asian range is printed. Could be looking for a structure point up in here. So we do have obviously this extended wick that took this liquidity here. We've had this big pull down, so it would make sense for the price action to waddle its way back up like this, up into that area before dropping. So that to me is a point of interest there, that one. Supply area there, so that could be one option for today, or an area to look out for. Second option would be if we see a break to the low side of the range, coming back up into the internal of the range here, around that halfway mark is what we like to look for. So any big extended wicks, bankers candles, anything else like that in there, which is all what we teach within our community, before obviously going low and pinching our short in there. But obviously our 4-hour is bearish, and now hopefully we can start to see we've got here we've had a high, we've set a low, a high. If we come down, set a little bit more of a low, we're going to start to see a bearish structure start to play out. And then again, as mentioned yesterday, when the 4-hour and the 15-minute are aligning in the same trend, that's when your higher probability trades are going to start to play out for you. So basically, again, we've probably got this scenario or this scenario that we could look at playing out today on the Dixie. So if we're thinking that the Dixie is going to be bearish, then obviously the correlated pair euro should be bullish. Now, we see here we came down nicely after yesterday's analysis. We said we'd like to see a pull out of the range, come back up, retest, and then push back down further. Now, we didn't quite get that range break. We did here, so it sort of stayed within that range for a bit, came down, broke just wick below that break of structure point that I indicated. We came back up and then obviously continued to fall there. We had a big, massive liquidity spike there, and then obviously continued bearish. So what I would think is that we're going to want to, we've come down into this 4 hour structure point here. So on the 4 hour time frame, we can see we've had low, high, low, high, low, high. So that's the recent high. This is the recent low. So at this point in time, we've come down and we've nipped down into this origin block that essentially broke the 4 hour structure or continued 4 hour structurally trend. So if we are going to continue this 4 hour trend, we'd like to see this area hold. Now on the 15 minute, as we can see, we have wicked into it. We haven't seen yet a big pull away, which indicates to me there could be still further movement down, and this could be engineering liquidity in here. So we could see a bit of a, price action waddle around in here, a liquidity sweep to come further down to close out any orders in here and then possibly move higher. So essentially that's what I'd like to see here this morning, would be a bit of a liquidity, engineering liquidity here, and then we see a big spike down, come deeper down into this range, and then obviously look for longs. So that's what I'd be looking for. Or if we continue to build this 15-minute structure, which we've got coming in here, low, high, low, if this comes up, breaks the high, and then continues to follow, then we might be able to find an area for us to take our bullish continuation trend from there off the 15-minute. So again, those are my two scenarios. We see a push down, further liquidity, engineer some liquidity like this, and then a breakdown, and then a push up. Or we could see push up, continuation, moving higher. So that's basically what I'm looking for on the euro as of today. And GBP is again the same thing. It obviously came down a lot lower than what euro and the Dixie did. So if we look at the same areas here, again, the 4 hour, this was the recent 4 hour low. We'll come out here to the 4 hour chart. So we can see here we've been having really bullish intent. So high, low, failed to set a high, came back down, set a new low, and then broke structure. So this is the low that essentially created the high. So this is the new low. We've come all the way down and retested that low. Sorry, guys. Come all the way down, retested that low, pushed back up, and now we've failed to break structure. So we've come in and tapped in here. This is still here is our recent low. So what we could, there's two things we could be looking for here. We could see a further breakdown because we have actually seen this 4 hour break of structure in here yesterday through there. Or we could follow the Dixie and the euro, push a little bit higher, and then maybe come down and fall lower. The GBP isn't as correlated to the Dixie and the euro, so it can tend to have a little bit of a mind of its own when trading it as well. So it will follow trend thereabouts, but not as closely. So it can move a lot further, and we saw that yesterday where the euro and the Dixie got held up in this area here. Obviously, GBP broke that and came further down into this area. We have actually seen ourselves start to move away from that area now, so we could intend on taking a bullish trade, and that's what I would be looking for at this point in time, unless this low was to be taken, and then I'll be looking for further shorts. So again, that's me covered for today. Again, guys, if you like the content, be sure to give us a like and a subscribe. And remember, everything that I talk about here, we teach on our YouTube, on our subscription service, and the link is in the description below. Righto, guys, have a great trading day and a great weekend, and I'll catch you next week. Thanks for watching another Daily Market Outlook video. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like it. Also, guys, we are the largest Tradesmen Forex group tailored to helping hundreds of tradesmen get their time back through trading. If you want access to structured education, 18 live sessions across 7 days a week, mental health and mindset support from a qualified psychologist, and access to multiple different trading strategies from 10 different mentors, then jump over to our website at www.teamtft.co.uk. Please remember, this is not financial advice, and you should not trade based on anything I have said in this video. This is just my own opinion and nothing more. And remember, manage your risk, stick to your plan, and secure those profits. Have a ripper day.